When you worship the Father in spirit and in truth, then you are taking part in the religion of Shabuah. It is the ancient, original, first form of worshiping the Father. So with that said, let's take a look at the failure and success of Joseph Smith. Let's go in the book of remembrance of First Chi. Let's go to chapter 13 and let's read verse 11 and 12. It says that it came to pass that God intended for young Joseph to reestablish Shabuah upon the land of promise. And God had selected him and caused him to live in the land of Ummah, in the midst of the people of Achi. And God commanded young Joseph to carry his witness to the people of Ummah, insomuch that he could learn righteousness from them, and that by the power of their righteousness he could prevail against the heavy onslaught of Semihaza, who was against the witness that would call forth Shabuah. But the people of Joseph would not. And the great protecting hand of God in righteousness among the Ummah was denied him and his people. And they were wrought upon by the powers of the world and the host of Semihaza. And because of the wickedness of the people of Joseph, he was beaten and destroyed. But before he was destroyed, he succeeded in bringing and establishing a knowledge of Messiah and his repentance, sufficient to reestablish the declaration of Shabuah. So we see here that Joseph Smith, at the very least, he was able to bring a knowledge of the Messiah and his repentance, enough to reestablish the declaration of Shabuah, but he was not able to carry that witness to the people of Ummah. And we have talked about the people of Ummah before. We have talked about these being the native people who were living in the Ohio River Valley when Achi made his way. Remember that Achi left the land of Shinar, that is to say, the Tower of Babel area. And they stopped a few places along the way, but they made their way across the ocean and they made landfall in Peru, or maybe Chile, Peru, one of those countries down in South America. But from there, they worked their way up. They worked their way up around the coast of South America. And then they made their way right there following the line of the Gulf of Mexico around to the Louisiana area, and then went north all the way up into the Ohio River Valley.